and Shay with Debo and Shay's podcast. Two faces and one mic. We back with another episode, man. Let's first go ahead and introduction our podcast. Our podcast is brought to you by Reading Gold Productions, our very own production company. Next order of business, like always, want to keep reminding you guys. Andre has been fully published by Barnes and Noble Self Publishing. It will be available next month. I will do a pop up for everybody to come out, get a book signed, take a picture, ask me some questions. So be on the lookout for that.
But if you don't make it to the pop up, you can just go to Barnes and Nobles and also buy it or order it.
But it'll be way cheaper to order from me because they taxing. And get right into it. What we got today. First order of business. Did anybody watch the Jake Paul fight last night, man? I got a clip from last night. Let me play this clip for y'all real fast.
It's amazing that Paul is still standing, taking the right uppercut. Best shot at the moment. Not that much is going to happen. And it almost, there's the left hook. And down goes Paul.
Sheesh. First of all, Shay didn't know who Jake Paul was.
What? I didn't know.
No, you did not.
I did.
I had to explain to her.
I did know who he was.
I had to explain to her who Jake Paul and Logan Paul was.
No, you did not.
But if y'all watch the fight, man, hey, look, everybody keeps saying that Jake Paul not a boxer, but I feel like if you've been training for 6-7 years in the professional sport, we can now label you as a boxer. Whether it doesn't matter who you've been out there boxing, you are stepping into the ring with some of the most dangerous people. And for him to step into the ring last night with AJ, I feel like he is solidified as a boxer now. Like, it does not matter what his background is, where he came from, how he just got into it. That man is a boxer now. Start putting a little bit of respect on Jake Paul's name. Like, for real. Because any one of us ain't hopping in the ring with Anthony Joshua. So, therefore, yeah. Shay didn't watch the fight with me last night. She watched the highlights this morning. And she did not believe that Jake Paul jaw was just, yeah.
Yeah.
She was amazed. She got to just asking all type of questions. But
that was real gruesome. I don't know. It was gruesome. I just have to not argue, but like voice my opinion in what you just said. I'm not saying he's not a real boxer because I don't even know who this is. I don't watch boxing, but you really can't compare him to someone who's like been training and boxing for like 50 years and then.
But look, this is what I feel like real fast. Let's just say I want to start boxing.
Because isn't he like a podcast? No, not a podcaster.
Like a content
He's
creator,
a content
YouTuber,
creator.
yeah.
So,
but look,
in all of his other fights for like versus people who were older.
Okay, so look,
and already lost stamina. So
it's
kind of like all of his fights.
If I wanted to hang up the mic right now and start boxing professionally, I wouldn't be labeled as a professional boxer.
You would not.
What? So if I go down there and get my license and everything, get my hands registered,
on paper you're a boxer, but then go fight AJ.
If that's what it comes down to, I will.
Okay.
Man, I need to put some respect on Jake Paul's name, man.
Did y'all just serious say he was gonna go fight AJ if he goes signs the paper? He said if he get the paper, get the license, he can go fight AJ.
Bro, look. If I want to hang up the mic right now and then go start training professionally on how to be a boxer, you don't think I would be a professional boxer?
Yeah, babe. You can box.
No, see, now you just agreeing just to be agreeing.
Not against. Have you ever boxed before? Have you ever boxed before?
That's what I'm. Okay. Anyways. But look, I feel like once you started training and you registered to be a professional boxer, you're a boxer.
Okay, good question. If I didn't know how to cook at all, I don't know how to cook. I burn like anything I touch, right? Mm-hmm. And then I go to culinary school and I learned how to cook. And the food's not even decent, but I learned how to cook. I got the culinary degree, license everything, but I still know how to cook. That makes me.
You're now a chef.
But I'm not a good chef. Like the food.
Okay, but you can master your craft. He's mastering his craft.
What?
Every fight, he's gotten better.
You just said earlier that he was fighting the elderly, and that's how he won all his fights.
No, I said some of his fights were against people who are out of their prime. But at the same time, to hop in a fight with Mike Tyson, like, you got to be a crazy person to do something like that. Because Mike Tyson is still Mike Tyson.
Or it's structured and it's scripted.
Nah. First of all, if I'm getting in the ring and it's structured and scripted, even if you hit me the wrong way, I'm going to start to create some type of rage and want to start fighting for real.
So if they offered you $50 million, you would create rage for $50 million?
So,
answer the question. Answer the question. So, answer the question. They got $100 million on the table. $100 million on the table.
If me and you play fighting and I hit you the wrong way, you ain't gonna get no rage out of that.
$150 million? You stupid? Nah, do it again. What are you talking about?
You cat.
$150 million.
We play for, and I have to get her.
It wasn't no money on the table.
It
wasn't no money.
I had to get her a wig because she got serious.
It wasn't no money.
So to calm her down, I had to go get her a wig.
There wasn't no money involved at the time. $150 million. Do what you gotta do.
You capping.
Do what you have to.
Okay,
do.
so if Mike Tyson accidentally hit you, but it's staged, you're not gonna develop no rage.
I'm gonna be passed out. You see how hard he hit? What are you
Okay, but look,
about?
if this hit don't knock you out,
if it's in a contract to just fall down, I'm gonna fall down.
You capping.
If it's in the contract to fall down, I'm gonna fall down. Anyway, I'm gonna be hurt.
You are a scrapper.
No, I'm not.
I know you.
Anywho.
I know you.
Next topic.
Anyways, yeah, it was a pretty decent fight though. Everybody didn't expect him to last 6 rounds, but it was a pretty decent fight. Moving on. The other day we had did a podcast on like shooting victims and stuff like that. And one of the things that we talked about was the Brown University incident, where the shooter walked onto campus and injured a few, and then also took the lives of a few. In that video, I stated that they had apprehended the suspect, and I stand corrected. I was wrong in that video. The suspect was actually found deceased from a self-inflicted wound on himself about 48 hours ago, I want to say. And so I want to apologize to anyone that watched our podcast and I had misread the wrong information and misled people, but yeah, he was not caught that day. They actually found him deceased from a self-inflicted wound from about 24 or 48 hours ago. So I just want to apologize for that mishap. Yeah, moving on. We wanted to do Conspiracies Part 2, but I feel like one of the conspiracies was slavery, and I feel like that's not really like a conspiracy, because like we know how slavery turned up, and we know how, like, there's no conspiracy to slavery, you wouldn't think. Like, I feel like, yeah, like, what would be the conspiracy to slavery? It wouldn't be no conspiracy to slavery. Like, we know how slavery occurred, we know how it got brought to us, and we know what they did to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's no conspiracy really in slavery.
Mm-hmm.
There is one conspiracy that Rosa Parks, her husband had a car. Her husband actually had a car and sent her on the bus that day. That's crazy.
I think the whole like Rosa Parks' husband had a car. She was voicing her opinion and she was making a movement. So like even if he had 40 cars, it was just the point that black people shouldn't be in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
So she was going to do whatever she had to do, like to break that chain.
Yeah.
So he could have had like a car lot. Like her motive was just to get people, black people, to sit in the front. So that's not really a conspiracy, but it is funny. But
And when we talk about stuff like that, bruh, people be forgetting that that stuff was like just like around the corner. Like that stuff like just happened. Like that stuff was happening for like our grandparents, and people be like,
No, like our grandparents.
no, like our grandparent. My granddad is 70. That happened 60, 70 years ago.
But he wasn't a part of it.
No, I'm not saying like a part of it. I'm saying like that was like during like their era. Like that's like when they were coming up and stuff like that.
Their parents' era.
That was my granddad was born 55.
That was not happening in 55.
Yes, it was. All that stuff happened in the 60s.
Rosa Parks was. Mm,
Hold on.
Tell me I'm wrong. I'm sorry, because I thought that was like a little beforehand. I didn't
Hold
know.
on. Let me look it up right now. Okay, so that you know what's so crazy? I mentioned 55. That happened the same year my granddad was born. But I'm saying like they were like living through those times though. That's what I'm saying. Look, on December 1st of 55, Rosa Parks was riding the city bus in Montgomery. But I'm saying though, like it wasn't
His parents.
it wasn't that long ago though. Is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, for sure. For
okay.
sure. Like none of that was not that long ago. Like none of it.
Yeah, but like people always like tend to forget.
It's
like
because how we were taught. Like we were taught like it was kind of ancient and it was like a long time ago, and entirely it wasn't really that long ago. So that's why we feel like, oh, that just happened in such and such year, but entirely it just happened like not even 100 years ago. Like it was within the era that we're in. So that's why it seems like.
yeah, yeah. Just like thinking about like that. And no, but one thing that does like stand out to me though, like we're gonna like the topic of this, and then we're gonna like switch to something else. Is like we were so united as a people back then, and then like the moment the whole race thing kind of like eased up a little bit towards like the 70s and 80s, we started to just like divide amongst each other. Like okay, so like what I'm saying is like
because of drugs, they started putting drugs in the neighborhoods.
I don't know.
Nobody got a passport to get to Iran and Cuba and etc. to get exotic drugs, so it's quite obvious that they were brought here, and they placed them within the neighborhoods, and so on and so forth. It's kind of hard to get into African American history. It gets a little dark. So
and it's also so many loops around it too, because like a conspiracy theory with Martin Luther King, how they said he had like a whole nother type of life outside of ministry, family. They was basically saying, don't quote me, but they was basically saying that like he was basically like sleeping with other women and stuff like that. You never heard of that?
No, I'm saying like if he was, I'm trying to figure out where the problem is.
I'm just saying like it was like so many like loops like within our history.
Yeah, we'll really never know unless we were there.
Facts.
I mean, the Bible has been rewritten like 60 times.
Don't get me started on the Bible.
I'm just saying.
Don't even get me started on the Bible.
Just gotta go on.
Okay. So,
no, let's not. Let's not.
No.
Let's not.
Why not?
Let's move.
Let's jump into religion real fast.
No, I don't want to do that.
One question.
Make it count.
You ready?
Make it count.
How much of the Bible do you think is real? Like percentage-wise?
It's kind of hard to say. I think that all of it originates from something real. Like all of it. Like I don't think they're just like bedtime stories that were told to people. But I do think that some things were added and taken out and added again. So I do think that it originates from something real. It's just maybe the version that people get isn't the raw, authentic version.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the origins of the Bible is real. I do believe that.
Okay, so I feel like the Bible is like a game of telephone.
Yeah.
I feel like as like
And let's not forget that the Bible talks in parables.
yeah.
So the way that you're reading it might not have been the way it was supposed to be interpreted
You
when
know
it was
so
written down.
you know what's
And
so
it
crazy?
was written in Hebrew.
Speaking of slavery too,
So
the way they use the Bible against our people and
right,
like pointing to different
right,
sections of the Bible where they thought
which we couldn't read.
exactly
We were
they're just pointing and saying,
prohibited
"Hey, look,
from reading. So
God is telling us
right,
da 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 da
work, but yeah.
type
So
of thing."
yeah.
Like that's just so crazy to me. But
But
yeah,
the Bible was in Hebrew, and when you translate things from Spanish to English, it's backwards. So what do you think Hebrew is gonna do? So it's like when we took the Bible book from Hebrew and put it in English, it's like, was that even the way it was supposed to be? Was it? Are we understanding it right? But not to get too deep into it. It's just, like I said, there's things that are it. Yeah,
yeah. Like
that's
I
a
said,
heavy subject.
I
That's a
really
heavy.
just feel like that. Like the Bible is like a game of telephone.
Yeah.
I feel like it originated from something.
Because if we told you something, you're going to misinterpret it and tell the next person something.
That's with anybody though, especially like nowadays. But that's how I feel like that's what happened with the Bible though a little bit. Like
Right.
I feel like it originated from a good place,
Hmm.
and then like as it was like passed down and like you just said, inscribed in like a different language. I feel
Hmm.
like every time it either it added or something got subtracted.
Right.
And I feel like then we ended up with what we got in today's world, which is the
And
Bible
there's
of
like
today.
so many different kinds of Bibles. Like there's the New King James Version, NIV. Like there's even different types of Bibles in different languages. So it's, you know,
Yeah. Okay, so like let's switch the topic a little bit.
I'd say.
One of the things that I've been seeing a lot is these Epstein files. Yeah, crazy. Um, so
I don't want to get into that.
why not? Bro, that's a sensitive topic, but with you being a woman, I
I
think
ain't never been through something like that.
no, I know. I would never say anything like that. I'm saying it's a sensitive topic, but I feel like with you as a woman, I feel like you can voice like a strong opinion on like what's going on with that. But like you, you've been seeing it.
Yeah.
You've been seeing it. So like, what's your like? What is like your take on like those situations?
Hmm. I don't really know because
Okay,
okay,
so
I've never even like sat down and like digged into Epstein. I'm not gonna lie, I started to get deep into Epstein because of TikTok. Like, to be honest, that is the only reason why. And I never really looked in. Well, Epstein files, all of them are like very
okay.
locked away.
Oh, oh,
So like you can't even really look into the victim stories
let me give you
because they're all locked away.
let me give you a little background real fast. Jeffrey Epstein was accused of running a long-term sex trafficking and sexual abuse operation involving underage girls. Sex trafficking, coercion and grooming, abuse across multiple locations, some including Florida, New York, New Mexico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, as well as international travel, use of wealth and influence. Epstein was accused of using money, gifts, and access to powerful people to manipulate victims and evade accountability. Yeah, so he died in jail in 2019 while awaiting trial. His death was ruled as a suicide, which ended the criminal case against him, but not civil actions. So, with that being said, first of all, Like the subject is like so heavy,
So don't get into it.
but I feel